Hey everybody, it's David Pingree with Upshift Online. We're out here today with a 2017 KTM EXC 350, and we've turned this into from a stock model into sort of a capable trail and off-road bike, but still keeping the street legal features, which is kind of what makes this thing so cool. In stock trim, these are a really cool bike to be able to do both. If you're doing a lot of road riding, they come with a more of a street tire that allows you to ride on the road pretty easily. But if you're getting into some more aggressive trails where you want a knobby tire, where you may need some handguards and things like that, we kind of just try to design a bike that's a little more capable that way. So for the engine, we wanted to keep it mostly stock. The thing makes good power in stock trim, and we didn't want to affect the reliability at all. So we put an FMF slip-on muffler. It's just an aluminum one. Gives you a little bit better sound, a sharper look. And then we used a Vortex ignition and had that thing mapped, so it's just a little bit cleaner, not huge changes. The suspension, we went to Factory Connection, and these guys do a great job with this KTM Explorer fork. They're a licensed dealer for these, and they just do a great job. So they revalved it, got us a little bit more aggressive settings so we can push in the trails a little bit harder while still not losing any of the other road legal things that we want to keep. A big part of this build is the cycroplastic. We've got the full skid plate that gives us a lot of protection, all the plastic, and then an IMS tank that's about a 3.2 gallon, a little bit bigger, just gives us a longer range. The Tusk wheel set, really not necessary, but it looks nice. We do get the oversized rotor in the front, and we have a super sprocket in the rear, and that's your steel outer with aluminum inner, so it gives us longer durability too. It's a really cool product to check out. Some of the other features on this bike include the Scarf foot pegs. They're titanium. They are really cool looking, gives you a great platform, a lot more bite, and reduces some weight, which we all like to see. Another really cool feature on this is the Baja Designs headlight. This thing is super bright, but it fits right into the stock mask here, so it's very simple to install. And it's LED, so it doesn't draw so much power that you can't use the stock stator in that thing. So it literally bolts right in, and it works amazing. As far as the rear lights go, we went to an ECW off-road model, parts and pieces, and we kind of customized this. Tusk sells the little blinkers, but you have to install this all yourself. It's pretty custom, but it's just a little more compact and secure than what comes on its stock. Decal Works made our graphics for us. Moto Seat put together our seat with some ribs, kind of hold you in place a little bit here. We've got a full Hinson clutch in this, which just gives us a little bit better feel and longer life if you're going to keep this bike for a while. And Dunlop tires with their off-road tire on here. This thing's ready to go get on the trail, so we'll go get some time on it and give you some feedback. All right, we just got back from doing some trail riding and bombing around on this thing and just having a great time. The weather's, a little rainy here and there. It's kind of coming and going, but between the TLD adventure gear and just all the handguards and things we got set up on this really doesn't even bother you, just made for perfect dirt and a really good time. A few things I noticed about this thing from the stock 350, and that's one, a little bit extra over rev. I can leave it in a gear a little bit longer if I'm going up a hill or I just need to let it rev out to get up something. It keeps pulling, where the stock one, I think some of it is maybe the stock muffler that's choked down a little, and obviously the Vortex ignition helps, but that was nice for me, because when I would be climbing a hill and couldn't grab a gear, it would just still pull. So just little things like that on the road. I bet you would notice that as well if you were wrapped out in a gear. So that was nice. The suspension is really, really I guess you can ride it as aggressively as you want. The stock stuff is pretty plush, and this has a nice plush initial, but I made a couple drop-offs and things, and it doesn't bottom out. They've valved it to where it's nice and firm, which I think is great. If you're riding it a little more aggressively, jumping it, it just made it a little more capable. So I was stoked on that. Tires are definitely an improvement over stock, at least in the dirt. I could almost ride this thing like a motocross bike and some of the turns and trails and stuff. Got to go easy on the road, on the pavement. versus the stock tires a little bit, but I think it's a good trade-off. And what's so great about this bike is you can ride right out of your garage. It's plated, it's ready to go. Head out to your local trails or whatever, mountains, whatever you got, and you can spend all day on this thing playing around. Huge fuel tank. This thing will last you all day. And the bike is just, it doesn't hit, it doesn't really wear you out. It just it's just nice and smooth and rideable. It's really a lot of fun. So stoked on all the companies that got involved. They did an amazing job. It's kind of the perfect blend of aggressive trail bike and just all around good time cruiser. So thanks to everybody involved, and thanks you guys for watching. We'll see you on the trails.